Welcome back, folks, to more Baldur's Gate. I returned to Baldur's Gate just to sell some items, and I ran into this drunk bastard, Husum.
Hey guys, remember me, your old bud Husum? It's so good to see y'all again. Lots has happened since you're gone. I've been hearing all sorts of things. I heard you guys were wanted for murders. So you're murderers, eh? Well, I sure like you. Hey, I got some more info for you if you want to hear it.
What do you have for us?
Well, quite a bit. I have quite a bit. Does you know about Duke Elton? He's deceased, yes. He's second in command. His guard got killed. Assassinated, he was. So that's it. I got to get going now. If you want to talk with me some more, just come by the Blushing Mermaid. See us!
The law.
This bastard's gonna follow me inside. Oh well. At this point, I don't really give a shit about reputation. I'm just trying to unload.
Effective. I may not kill you after all.
So we won't get nearly as much money for selling stuff, but who gives a shit? Buying stuff will also cost more money, but again, we don't really need to buy anything at this point. We do, however, want to identify some items here. Look, it only cost me 100 to identify. Even better deal than before. We'll just identify everything. At this point in the game, it's that close to the end where gold is really no object. And we'll sell off the shit we don't need. Alright, so let's go back to sell mode. We have Arla's Dragonbane +3 sling. Definitely do not want to sell that. None know better than halflings the value of a well-placed stone when confronting a larger foe. This particular weapon was the property of a young woman named Arla Surestep, one of the few small folk that left the earth to seek adventure. Legend speaks of the diminutive Arla using the sling to place a well-sharpened pebble to the skull of a green dragon in mid-flight, though the same tale in another tavern places the stone squarely in the creature's hindquarters for a more humorous than lethal effect. It would seem that halflings prefer entertainment over accuracy when it comes to their history. So we have a +3 sling. Will come in handy there. Got some +3 leather armor. Karajah's leather armor. Karajah was Kalamshan's undisputed champion of pit fighting for over a decade. Wearing only a thin leather armor and spike gauntlets, he would pummel his foes to the ground, seemingly impervious to their blowjobs. Eventually it was revealed that his armor was heavily enchanted, at which point angry spectators threw him into a pit with a club-wielding ogre. The beast managed to break all of Karajah's bones while the armor remained as good as new. Also got a +2 mace here, which will replace Vaconia's +1 mace. This one is called Croton's Skull Crusher. Even the hordes have their heroes, and while they are vilified in civilized company, their deeds are sometimes impressive nonetheless. Croton was an exceptionally intelligent orc, as far as orcs go, who commanded an ever-shifting legion of ogres, orcs, hobgoblins, and other assorted beasties during the Year of Lost Lady. 1241 Dale Reckoning. It was in this year that a group of orc bandits allegedly kidnapped and killed the Tetherian noblewoman, and the response from the authorities was a genocidal slaughter of orcs throughout the south in her memory. Croton mounted a defense that ensured his people were not entirely destroyed, though they were displaced. Croton himself fell near the end of the conflict, and his head was mounted outside the graveyard where the young lady was buried. As a point of interest, orcs called this time the Year of Pushing Too Far. Traveler's Robe we can get rid of. Don't need a glitter dust. Don't. Wand of Sleep. Yeah. Go and sell these gems. Holy shit. All these ward stones in here, I'm not sure if they're worth shit. I mean, they're just used for Durlog's Tower as far as I know. Maybe I can... I gotta take him out to mess with him. Palan's Shield +2. This shield was commissioned from the finest dwarven smiths by Palan of Tyr, a renowned paladin who was known for his unquestioning courage and total lack of common sense. Upon hearing that the Red Dragon was ravaging the countryside, Palan mounted a horse and rode off to do battle. Palan and his armor digested readily, but the shield gave the dragon severe stomach cramps. He coughed it up, and it lay in a treasure pile for several years until it was retrieved by Palan's son, a paladin who knew when to sneak. The superior craftsmanship is supplemented by a permanent lightness spell, which makes the shield very easy to wield. +3, +4 versus missile attacks. That's a nice shield. We can get rid of Felorian's plate. I'll sell a couple of these wands. I doubt I'll use them. Lightning is just a little too erratic to use as normal as Fireball, which is a lot more controllable. I'll just get rid of some of this other crap I probably won't use. The Burning Earth. Flame-tongued sword. There was a time before Neverwinter was warm and before the great Anurok was dry, or so it is said. Few relics remain to prove such an age existed, and fewer still have identifiable purpose. The Burning Earth seems straightforward enough. It burns a victim with magical fire, and a cryptic rune seems to suggest that the power comes from the ground itself. But whomever constructed it remains a mystery. It looks a perfectly serviceable weapon, but sometimes in the balanced grip it's wrong. It strains the forearm a touch and does not fit the hand just right. It doesn't seem to hurt a warrior's performance, aside from the nagging doubt that the blade was not made for him, or any other humanoid. Does +2 versus regenerating creatures, +3 versus cold creatures, and +4 versus undead. That's a good sword to keep around. It's considered a long sword. The Nymph Cloak we really have no use for. We don't need more than one character with charisma. 100% cold resistance. Never know, and that'll come in handy. We'll hang on to that. Alright, so I think we got rid of as much as possible here. More +2 arrows. I'm thinking the best thing to do with these ward stones is just identify them and then sell them, I guess. Don't really think they have any other use. I'll have to look into that. Armor class 5. This is armor class 5 +3 leather. The weight is 4. So it weighs a little bit less, but has the same properties as the other armor. So we can sell that. I'll give her -7 armor class for the cleric. She's the only one that actively uses a shield anyways. You could probably sell that. Don't really use shields. No real use for that sword anymore. Once we do get, well, Dorn isn't going to be continuing with us to Baldur's Gate 2, as far as I know. But we have hooked him up with some longsword proficiency, so we'll give him the shield in case he decides to go to a defensive. Let's see, +2, +1. I believe that helps him out more. -7. Yeah, same thing. +2 armor classes is +2 armor class +1 versus missiles, so we'll hang on to that one. Also got the Staff of Striking. It's a +3 quarterstaff here. Made by the Gold Elves of Drelagara of Evermeet. The staffs have a life of their own and jump to attack in the bearer's hands. The elven craftsmen rarely sell them to other races, but these powerful melee weapons do surface occasionally in Faerun. However, each attack made with the staff uses a charge, causing it to consume itself when no charges remain. Okay. Well, since we don't melee all that often, that should be okay. We could give that to Edwin as a temporary weapon, I suppose. I'm doubting he ever uses it. Alright, there's a lot of organization. Normally I skip the organization section, but I figured you guys would want to see everything we got from Durlog's tower.
A rare display of intelligence, undoubtedly fleeting.
Shar looks upon us with favor.
Effective. I may not kill you after all.
Hey look, it's Ramazith. The mage that just never fucking dies.
A rare display of intelligence, undoubtedly fleeting. A rare display of intelligence, undoubtedly fleeting.
You can shut up whenever.
A rare display of intelligence, undoubtedly...
What the? These commoners are like fucking gremlins, man. They're multiplying. Holy... Really? I don't think there's supposed to be that many of the same commoner there.
You look tired.
What are you here for again? You're back? Get out so I can go finish packing up and out.
I must rest.
If I'm not allowed to sleep, our next assailants may just live.
Holy shit, stop your whining and your bitching. Mendes came to the beer the season past. Bought all his fencing's place, he did. He claimed to be from Waterdeep, but I know the fellows from the City of Splendors, and they can speak the common tongue as good as I. As well as I do, you mean? Nay, better. Wherever he's from, Mendes don't like to mix with us common folk. He keeps to himself in the house for the most part. He leaves for a few days every month, is all. 'Tis all I be knowing, I'm afraid. A bloody miracle worker ye be. Many thanks to ye, and may the fish find your bait most delectable. 'Tis the least a lad could do. Good day to ye all. Alright, now, we already started this quest
Away
the other...
with you, beggar!
earlier before we went to Durlag's tower. Maybe we need to speak with old boy again. Old Mendes. Wonderful, my friends. I copy charts now. If you're ready, I hire the boat for your journey. Here's the money I owe you. I am ready. Where's the boat? I hire a boat at the docks here in Ugos Beard. I'll meet you there soon.
I must be speaking to you. Listen, please.
All is ready, friends. I pay for boat and I give copy of sea charts to you. Let us leave immediately. Most excellent heroes, may gods grant you a speedy journey. I will await for your return at my house here in Ugos Beard. Go well.
Your ship sets its sails against the morning light, and you're off across the waves. The Sea of Swords allows your passage without incident, and in a scant amount of time, you are on to truly open waters. A score or more of days pass, but the aptly named trackless sea seems to stretch before you without end. The waters are calm, though the wind remains steady and sure. The merchant vessel your employer has chartered is a fine ship, but her crew is not accustomed to journeys so far off the established trade routes. The more superstitious among them speak of a great waterfall off the edge of Faerun, of a secret elven nation that scuttles all that dare come near, or even of island-sized turtles that eat whole ships. Such fancy weighs heavily on the minds of nervous sailors, and the mood aboard ship slowly turns. Tensions begin to mount, and rumors of mutiny threaten your resolve. It is a mixed blessing that all aboard are soon given a very real danger to occupy their thoughts. comes without warning and hits with a fury that seems almost deliberate. Gale force winds toss the ship about like a cork, and it is all the crew can do to keep her afloat. Their efforts, though valiant, are ultimately futile. And when the main mast splitters, you know the ship is lost. As the hull gives way, there is a glimpse of something in the distance, a steady illumination against the black of night. Grasping debris for flotation, you abandon the wreck and begin to swim under the heavy burden of your equipment. You head towards the glow, hoping it is not a sea wisp or some other nefarious trick of the eyes. You awake the next morning with a mouthful of sand. You are waterlogged, exhausted, and you have an aching pain that lets you know you are very much alive. The ship is so much kindling. There is no sign of the crew, but there do appear to be footprints in the sand.
Alright. Quite a lengthy dialogue there.
You are new. You smell different.
Shouldn't speak with strangers, child. What if we were dangerous?
If you mean then the village won't let you stay. You don't belong, so I'd be nice or you'll have to swim home. Fishies out there have big teeth, and the rocks hurt ships' homes.
I am sure I'll be leaving soon. I don't want to stay in this deserted asshole town any longer than I have to.
You act mean. The village won't like you if you act this way. They will not trust you anyways because you don't belong. Be nicer, okay?
Sorry, little one. I'm just a bit winded from my long swim. I will be nicer once I dry out.
Okay, I believe you. Not see many that swim in. Many float but don't wake up. Fishies are mean and cliffs hurt ships' homes. You're lucky. Still smell funny though. Maybe you stay and belong.
Belong to whom, little one? You are not alone here.
Alone? Of course not, silly. There's Mommy, Pape, my brother too. We've got neighbors too. The village is very nice. It's boring sometimes, but I like it.
The seas are treacherous in this area. How did you come to live here? I saw no ships nearby.
Mommy says great-great-grandma came here on the ship home like you. Something happened and they had to swim or be caught by the fishies. The ship home is here somewhere, I guess. We're not allowed to go there.
You do not seem alarmed to see me. How often do strangers come here?
Not very often. They don't always want to make friends. That's what Mommy says, but I've never seen anyone that doesn't belong. Until I meet you anyway. You still smell funny, but you're not scary. Not like the beasties.
The beasties? What do you mean?
The beasties are scary. They sometimes look like us, but they change and get mean. Mommy says that there's nothing more than animals, but the other animals don't hate us so much. Maybe you will help us.
Perhaps, but I should meet with your people and find out what the fuck is going on first.
Yeah, go to village and speak to Mommy's friend Casas. She leaves while Mr. Chieftain is away. Don't know where he went, but he's away and you should speak with Casas. I gotta go, but maybe we'll see each other later, maybe. I'm too busy playing, well. See, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, you little stink bitch. God, I hate kids. Smell funny. I'll give you smell funny. Your rotting corpse will smell funny. You little dingleberry.
Young love leader now!
Edwin, get out of the way, you shithead.
intoxicated. That was some good healing. I got Edwin drunk. Sounds like a wonderful idea. Who's this bunghole? Nobody.
Some will not trust you. Some like me.
Yeah, I know. Lots of locked shit. Now that Laconia has tons of room again. Well, had tons of room. Need another damn potion bag. This bitch is always way down. Fire giant to Lug Lug, that's 22 strength. Another commoner. I thought for sure there'd be someone of importance here. I was fucking wrong. Big ass empty house, not jack shit. Sure, I know. Someone with the name.
Move along.
You must be the ones who boat broke up on the reefs. Our head woman, Cassius Gone, will want to speak with you.
Okay, where is this Cassius Gone? Hook her at. Fisherman.
I smell...
Outsiders, huh? We should speak with the head woman rather than wander about.
Alright. Time to find this head woman. Got like a string of islands here connected by small bridges.
I smell... outsider?
Strangers, how is it possible? You must speak with Cassius.
We found her!
You are strangers here. You do not belong.
You smell of outside. You do not belong. What do you want here? We will not let you harm our home.
We will not harm you, bitch. Our ship foundered and we washed ashore on your island.
Then you are as we, for our beginning was as yours. Long have we been on this home, but not always. The mothers of the great-grandmothers were from away, but traveled near the depths, swallowed with their ship. Accursed cliffs below have sharper teeth than we.
You were shipwrecked? How long ago? I have come looking for an ancient shipwreck.
You have? How you know of this place? We were disturbed for age upon age, but you know of our wreck.
A merchant ship sailed close to during the storm and spotted it. It bears the markings of Onderon, a hero that went missing some 300 years ago. A man named Mendes hired me to find it. His accent is unlike yours.
Mendes, I do not know this name. I had hoped one of your kin left the home some time ago and thought he might have sent you. Silad was his name, and he was our chieftain. I know not the Balduran either. He was not among our founders. He never belonged as we. The wreck I have not seen for years upon year, but know where it is. I do.
Have you tried to repair it? Maybe we could use it to rescue ourselves.
Repair is not likely. It has been an age upon age since landing in freedom. Our wreck was skeleton then, and will not have endured the years as well as we. I have not been for a long time gone, though.
Why have you not visited the wreck in so long?
It is not safe to go. Cursed by beasts this island is. Our wall protects, and we fight tooth and nail. The village is refuge, but the island is wild. There are those that do not belong. They are death to us, and we to them.
Is there any way off the island? A way around the beast?
There is a way. We did start to build a ship home. After all, if we can build the wall and village, we can build the craft to leave. The first of the mothers were concerned will survive, but now we wish to go. The beasts have caused us trouble, no end though. We could not build ship home on the edge of this island because our reef cliffs below the sea. The other side of this isle is calm, but the creatures live there. We have fought tooth and nail, but we wish peace in life. Perhaps you can help. If you kill the beast, we will be free to leave all. I trust you have charts for the sea directions. If we could finish ship home, we could all be delivered.
Perhaps we could help you, but what's in it for us? What would be payment?
You ask payment. Is rescue not payment? You are trapped here just as we. Without our ship home, you will live and die as we. Perhaps we will let you join and belong, but still it's lonely life. If you will not help, then you will live as we forever. You will pain yourself.
What are these beasts? Why are they so dangerous?
The beast. They evil and kill us on sight. We have had them back, and they lived as human as we could. They are animals and live as wolves or carrion feeders. They disgust, and we despise them.
Say no more. I shall deal with them immediately.
Wonderful. You will help us, and we will help you. Together we will leave this isle and take our children to the world. You will find gates are open to you. Please close tightly behind, and we shall guard while you search. They have a leader. The beasts do. Their howling calls him Karug,
but it is hard to understand for sure. Alright, so we got to take care of some howling beast for these islanders. And we will start that journey in the next video. Stay tuned, motherfucker.